Alright, so this video is going to be a little different than what I usually talk about, but it is still all things tech and it does connect back to filmmaking, I swear. But for the last 2 years, I've been testing out the 2025 Lincoln Nautilus, and I think with all of the features that this has, it really makes it a filmmaker's dream SUV. So in this video, I want to share with you all my top 10 favorite tech things about the Lincoln Nautilus. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is going to be the panoramic display. Now, this is one of the largest in its classes. It goes all the way from the driver's side to the passenger side, and it's just beautiful. The colors are vibrant. It's so intuitive. You can customize it, you can change it, and it pairs nicely with the 11.1-inch touchscreen that you're going to be using to get the best and most out of this SUV as possible. It comes with all the apps. It comes with your Google Maps. It comes with your CarPlay. It comes with literally everything that you can think of on this touchscreen. And I thought that that was really cool because as a creative, I'm somebody who just don't like routine. I don't like things to be the same. I like to be able to customize and do all the things from my house to the gear that I use all the way down to the SUV that I drive. And so I thought it was really cool that they allow you to play with the different themes for the panoramic display and all the things that we'll get more into when it comes to that. But the panoramic display is beautiful. It is gorgeous. And it is something that I haven't seen out of a lot of SUVs and a lot of cars. And so to me, I thought that they were ahead of the game when it came to this. And it's beautiful. It doesn't feel like it's just randomly placed. It doesn't feel it just doesn't feel off. Like the way they created it, it just fits so perfectly with this SUV. The second thing I want to talk about is going to be the massage seats. Now, the reason why I think that this is super important, and I'm sure that there are other SUVs that have massage seats, but again, the reason why I love this is because as a filmmaker, I have long days on set. And so to be able, and I'm in my car a lot. I live in Los Angeles. I drive very far to get to set. I'm in my car a lot. And so you have the option to pick and choose the type of massage that you want. It doesn't only work for driver, it also works for the passenger. So if you have somebody in the passenger side, y'all both are able to experience this. And it feels amazing. It feels great. And there are times that I did use it when I had to be, after I was on set for a long day. I'm the type of person that after a long day, before I just get in and drive, I kind of see how far it's going to take for me to get home. I put on some music. I kind of chill for a quick second, especially if there's no rush, if traffic is crazy. And so to be able to have this extra feature is dope. Number 3 is going to be the Lincoln Rejuvenate. They collabed with Calm to create this experience for you in your cabin, which is your SUV. And I thought that this was really cool. I didn't have it last year when I tested out the car, but I did have it this year when I tested out the car. And by far, I never want to not have it. You get a 5 to 10 minute, pretty much meditation that you can have in your car. So what they do is they adjust your seats back, they turn a massage on, they turn on your lights, they provide this, very serene experience. They put the waterfall on the panoramic screen, they play, calming music. They do all of these things to kind of set you in this atmosphere as if you were literally at a spa, but it's in your car. And you're just kind of being able to kind of rejuvenate and reset in your SUV. And I thought that that was super dope. And again, that just pairs with what I said earlier about just the massage seats in general. And I think overall they've really created this experience for the driver. And so I think that's what makes it so important for me, because as a filmmaker, me traveling and driving all the time, I need to unwind. And so to be able to reset and things like that in my SUV on the go, as I'm an on-the-go type of filmmaker, that to me matters so much more than, just having a fancy car, having a name brand car, anything like that. Which brings me to number 4, the digital scent feature. Now, this may not be that big of a deal. It may not be that big of a deal. But to me, it was. Because normally, you're working as a filmmaker all the time. Your car can get a little junky and you always have to go and get your car washed, go and get a scent for the car. These have internal digital scents and you comes with 3 and you can re-up however many times you want, but they last a very long time. So the minute you get in your car, it's already creating this atmosphere of where you smell this scent and it makes the car smell good and it makes you feel good. All of this, like I said, all of this is an experience and it makes you feel good. It's touching on every sense that you have, from touch to hearing to smelling to maybe not tasting, but all of the other things. And so I think they really dialed in on the sensory aspect of this SUV. And so the digital scent to me was even dope because again, you position yourself in your SUV and you just start to smell this beautiful scent. The next thing I want to talk about is going to be the brake coach. Now, I'm a perfectionist. And when I was driving it, I realized that when I brake, it would be this brake coach that would pop up and tell me how well I did on braking. Now, I thought this was dope because, again, I'm a perfectionist and I'm a competitor. And so I always wanted to hit 100 every time. Now, I didn't always hit 100 every time, but it was one of those things where it kind of like teaches you how to brake because you want to hit 100 every time. So all in all, this SUV is teaching you how to be a better driver. I just thought that was super dope, and it was something that was really funny to me. Every time I got in the SUV, I'm like, I gotta hit 100 on the brakes. So I'm very particular about how I brake now, making sure I brake correctly. Again, it's kind of teaching you without teaching you how to be a better driver and how to brake and, you know, all of these things. And so that was just something I thought was really, really dope and really, really cool. And it was just fun. Again, as a filmmaker, we're all about being creative. What can bring out the creativity in us in all these different ways? And I feel like they hinted on that in a lot of these features. The next thing is going to be the Blue Cruise feature. Now, I didn't use this feature a lot because I was a little nervous and I had it on both cars. However, this is pretty much the hands-free that you're going to get from the car. And what I loved about it is how intuitive it was. So it changes your lanes for you. It pretty much allows you to set your speed, but it kind of goes with the flow of the traffic. And so it can sense on all around your SUV where other cars are, when it needs to slow down, when it can go fast. You can even put how far you want to be from the car in front of you. And it's just such an intuitive type of feature that I thought was really, really dope. And because there are times where I can get a little tired or, you know, I'm driving on highways in LA, it's just nice to sometimes just have a little bit of help. And what I like most about it is that you do still have to keep your eyes on the road. So it's not just saying like, hey, do whatever you want to do in here because that causes accidents. Do whatever you want to do in here and we'll drive you to your destination. It's like, no, you still have to be a responsible driver. Keep your eyes on the road. It makes a noise when you don't, you know, and then it kind of helps and guides you as opposed to doing it all for you. And I thought that was very responsible to just be able to have a little bit of help. And so I really like the Blue Cruise feature because I thought it was very intuitive on how it went about. Now, I haven't driven other SUVs or other cars that have a hands-free feature, but to me, this was really dope feature. And again, I thought it was just very intuitive. The biggest reason why I think that this SUV works for a filmmaker is just because not how big it is. And I don't mean like, oh, it's too big. Like I'm 5 even, I'm very small, and I always thought that I couldn't drive a big SUV, but this doesn't feel big to me at all. And not even that, I think they took really good care of how they wanted to divvy up the space. I've been in SUVs that were, you know, Lexus or anything like that, and I felt like they didn't do well with the space provided with how they designed the SUV, but this is designed very well. So much trunk space. Now, I'm coming from a Mazda 3, which is a sedan, and it doesn't have a lot of trunk space, but I think as a filmmaker, I told myself my next car is going to be an SUV, which is why I'm even considering getting the Lincoln Nautilus, is because they did really well with the amount of space that they had. It feels very spacious. Nothing feels cluttered. It doesn't feel too much, and the trunk space is so much trunk space. And I think that was important to me because I'm always carrying a bunch of Pelicans. I got C-stands. I got all these things in a trunk. And right now I don't have any trunk space with my car. And so it maximizes the trunk space so much. And so if you're a filmmaker and you're like, I need a bigger car, this is for you because it's big on the inside, but it doesn't feel big. And as I'm traveling a lot, and as we're all getting back into this one-man band in the filmmaking space because of, you know, what we're gravitating towards, you have to bring a lot of your own gear. And so with that, I just need to have a lot of trunk space. And I think that this by far fit the mold for that. And I was super excited just about the trunk space. The Revel 3D audio system comes with 28 speakers, and it creates this super surround sound for you when you're in your car. But outside of that, it also is weird because your cabin is so quiet. And so it's like you really are in this orchestrated surround sound when you're in this SUV, and it feels really, really good. It comes with It comes with 3 settings. You have your stereo, your audience, and your on stage. And the on stage kind of creates this orchestra for you. And it just sounds so good. It sounds so clear. It sounds so clean. Like the pretty much keyless entry that you can use when it comes to this SUV. You can use your phone as a key. You can use the app as a key. And when you get there, literally you can just tap on the handle and use that as a key as well, because it kind of recognizes you as you use the app and input all the things. And so I thought that that was really cool. There are times where I don't even use my key with the car that I have now. And so the fact that if I forget my key, I'm very forgetful. I lose my keys all the time. I'm running in and running out. And so to be able to have multiple options of a keyless entry is dope. And the last thing that I'll say is that it is a hybrid SUV. So it's not going to be your typical hybrid. It uses a parallel hybrid system where the electric motor works alongside the 2.0 turbocharged gas engine to provide an increase in power and efficiency, which produces a total of 285 horsepower compared to the standard gas-only models. So at the end of the day, hybrid is still better. But all in all, I just think this is really good SUV, just even from the exterior of the wheels to the paint, to the seats and how they feel, to the sunroof, to the welcoming illustration with the lighting. And they paid attention to detail to where any creative would love this SUV, and just the tech overall in this car is just great. And so with that, let me know your thoughts about the Lincoln Nautilus. You know, if there would be something that you would even be interested in looking into. Again, I just want to share some other tech things that I love outside of just cameras, because I want to get more into the lifestyle tech space. And so I was super excited to just be able to test out this SUV, and I'm in love. And I'm hoping that next year I can be able to test it out, or honestly buy one, because I was just in a car accident and I no longer have my Mazda 3 and I am in search of another car. So let me know your thoughts, leave them down below. Hopefully you like this video. I know it was a little different. Share it with your friends, and let's just talk about all things tech, guys. Let's just talk about all things tech. So I love you. I'll see you in the next video, and bye.